Well, let's turn our attention now to the security situation in Ogun State, where a popular Nigerian actor and movie director, Azeez Ijaduade, was said to have been shot by a policeman at Iperu area of the state. He is currently battling for his life at the Babcock University Teaching Hospital. One of his colleagues in the Nigerian movie industry who spoke with TVC News on condition of anonymity confirmed the news but could not explain the circumstances that led to the gunshot. The Commissioner of Police, Ogu State Command Abiodun Alamutu, also confirmed that he was on his way to the hospital to check the victim and confirm what actually happened. Unconfirmed report states that the actor was hit by a shot that was mistakenly discharged by a police officer attached to a company at Ogere area of Ogun State during the end-of-the-year party of the company at a hotel in Iperu, where Ijaduade and his crew were also having a movie shoot. Well, the Ogun State Police Commissioner Abiodun Alamutu joins me via phone to help us better understand what actually happened. It's good to have you join us, Commissioner. But talk to us about what happened. Can you confirm what you've seen in the hospital?
It's actually an unfortunate situation. The inspector in question is actually a mobile police officer that was officially attached to the expatriate of Judge company. Yesterday, they were marking their end-of-the-year party when the inspector shot in an inexplicable circumstance. It was the ricochet of the projectile that hit the actor where he was seated. I have been to the Babcock Teaching Hospital where the victim is recuperating and is actually in a stable condition. But this does not foreclose the fact that a disciplinary offense has been committed, because there was no reason for any officer to have fired a shot in that circumstance. But the good news there is that the officer, the victim is in stable condition, but because of the delicate nature and the tender nature of the leg, it will needs to be observed for another 72 hours to confirm that no vital tissue in the leg is affected. Meanwhile, disciplinary proceeding has been initiated against the pursuant officer, because this is not a reflection of the force, and is totally unacceptable. In fact, that was the focal point of the briefing we had with the Inspector General of Police last week in Abuja. And it's a pity this is coming up this time around. But we will not continue to weed them out, those that are out to give a bad publicity to the force. They will not be spared.
Help us better understand what you mean by this unexplainable circumstances. What actually happened that led to this mobile police officer cocking his gun and then shooting?
According to him, he said some people are gathering to move the expatriates. And if somebody had shot into the air, there is no way it could have ricocheted to meet somebody that is seated. So obviously, he never shot into the air. And it's just only by God's grace that the victim is alive today. So and that is the reason why I said it was inexplicable. It was a merry making mood. And obviously, there was not supposed to be any reason to fire any shot, considering the fact that the place is filled with some other people trying fun seekers, and the actors they are there to actually they are on a movie project, so there was actually no reason to fire in that instance.
We know that you've been to the hospital to see Mr. Azeez Ijaduade, but what message would you be passing across to him? And also, what's the message you'll be telling your officers to ensure that something like this doesn't happen in your state?
before the police ethics is very clear on this, but we keep ringing into their heads. Because when there are a group of people are gathered, there was no reason for somebody to have been within that means with an assault rifle. And there are so many other ways one could have addressed the situation if actually there was an attempt to move or the principal. But I doubt if there was anything like that played out. I don't know, but in the course of the disciplinary proceedings, I think if he has any other opinion, he will come up with it. But the procedure is very clear. But we continue to warn them and keep taking them on the job training for them to so on simulation to perfectly understand how officers should handle such situation. There was no reason to have fired.
Ogun State Police Commissioner Abiodun Alamutu, thank you so much for giving us that update.